Hey guys, we're here with Corey from Nintendo Treehouse. Corey, we're here to talk to you about two specific games that's on everybody's radar: Codename, S.T.E.A.M, and of course Splatoon. So let's talk about Codename S.T.E.A.M real quick. This is coming to the Nintendo 3DS, correct? And give us a little rundown. Like, what's your elevator pitch for Codename S.T.E.A.M?
So in Codename S.T.E.A.M, you basically are playing. Abraham Lincoln leads a strike force of unexpected heroes that consist of literary heroes and folk heroes against an alien menace.
You hear about that all the time in history class.
It's the same setting, yeah.
So yeah, he's recruited Henry Fleming from the Red Badge of Courage. You've got the Lion from the Wonderful Wizard of Oz, Tom Sawyer, and they're all joined together. Yeah.
Now, what's the inspiration behind Codename S.T.E.A.M? Like, what does this draw? What can you compare it to that might be a title that's already out?
Well, the game's developed by Intelligent Systems, who a lot of fans are familiar with from the Advance Wars and Fire Emblem series. So at its core, this is a turn-based strategy game. However, it's unique in that you actually play from the perspective of kind of over the shoulder. It's also unique that S.T.E.A.M plays the vital element into everything you do. So to move one space forward, it uses 1 unit of S.T.E.A.M. To fire your weapon, it might use like 3 units of S.T.E.A.M. So there's a lot of management that has to be done with how you use that 1 unit, or the kind of currency of S.T.E.A.M.
So an Abraham Lincoln turn-based S.T.E.A.M strategy game. Very, very cool. And if it plays like Advance Wars, it's got to be incredibly popular. Advance Wars is a very awesome game. Now, Will, what have you got for Corey?
So is it like a campaign that's still a story-based game, or how many hours of gameplay also would we expect to get out of it?
There's an extensive single-player campaign in this game. I mean, the game starts in London. London's getting attacked, and you start out with just Henry Fleming on your team, and then as you're going around the world, new recruits are joining. So like Tom Sawyer, Randolph Carter from H.P. Lovecraft's works joins you, and so very in-depth story. There's also multiplayer as well. There's local and online multiplayer. You can actually create and join your own tournaments as well. So a lot of depth for those core gamers that just want to sink their teeth into something.
I like the fact that this is just different altogether, different characters, something that you wouldn't think that would normally go together, but it looks very entertaining.
It's ridiculously fun. I mean, I don't consider myself the biggest turn-based strategy player, but as I play this game, like the kind of ridiculousness, like you said, it doesn't take itself seriously in the story, but at its heart, it has all those core strategic depth elements that strategy fans love and know from the Intelligent Systems.
So let's talk a little bit about Splatoon. I know a lot of you out there are very excited about Splatoon, so a lot of people are anxious to hear more about it. It's a new IP for Nintendo. Tell us a little bit about it.
Yeah, so Splatoon we first unveiled last year at E3. This is one of the first times we're showing it kind of publicly playable. But this is unique in that it's kind of our take on the shooter genre. You get to control these Inkling characters, which are kind of like half human, half squid, and it's 4v4 online kind of squad-based combat. But it's not where you're trying to, defeat the enemies. You're trying to cover the most turf. They're basically turf wars, in a 3-minute match. Can you cover the most turf? Make the biggest mess.
I like the fact that it's a different setting, and one of the things Nintendo does very well is that cooperative multiplayer. This is more competitive multiplayer based, or both, or?
It's definitely both. Kind of as you can see, you do have the 4v4, so you've got your 3 teammates on your side, but you are competing against that other team. But again, it's not that you're trying to necessarily just defeat the other players. You do want to cover every ground of ink you can, and you've got weapons like the splatter shot. You've got ink rollers, so you can run around. It's definitely not your conventional shooter by any means.
A messy turf war-based game, so it's got like the West Side Story, is what I'm getting, with less singing.
With squids too.
Squids and West Side Story.
So how is the gamepad involved?
So the gamepad actually brings some really unique aspects to gameplay. You've actually got the overhead map that's always displayed on the gamepad. So by tapping any teammate's location on the gamepad, you instantly travel to them. So let's say like you're playing a shooter, you have to respawn back at your base. You want to get back into the action quick. Tap your teammate, you turn into a squid, you just quick travel to them. You're right back in the action. So, during these matches, it's just constant action, strategy. You can also use a little bit of gyro control to kind of see really, really great with the dual analog control sticks, but there's a little bit of gyro control you can use as well for aiming, which is optional. You can go completely dual analog as well. But
Final question?
I gotta ask one more question. Not Splatoon related. Release date for Zelda.
there was I believe there was a video earlier this year where Mr. Miyamoto said they're looking for this year. So yeah. And of course, Splatoon will be out in May. Codename S.T.E.A.M, just 1 week away, is releasing on March 13th. eShop demos available now as well.
Well, now you're doing my job. Splatoon's coming in May. Codename S.T.E.A.M coming very soon. Please check out both games. We're both very excited for both these games. I know I'll be playing a ton of Splatoon. Definitely. Yeah. Oh, and I'll learn all these words before the show is over. So thank you so much, Corey. Thanks for letting us talk to you. Definitely check out the games coming out very soon.